Hello there, and welcome to a pitch of a plan that sees Costa Coffee enter a brand new market in one of the world's densely populated countries, Japan. I will now take you through why I believe these two fit perfectly together.
With over 3,281 stores worldwide in over 31 different countries, Costa has continued to rapidly grow and earned its right as the UK's favourite coffee shop. In fact, the coffee industry creates over 210,000 jobs in the UK, suggesting that the densely populated Japan would appreciate the rise in job opportunities. Home to some of the world's biggest companies and very much a business capital of the world, Tokyo, Japan is full of important business people needing their coffee fix. And where better place to expand to in what's known as a city that doesn't sleep? So why Japan? The decision behind making the move to Japan comes from the success of coffee chains around other parts of Asia. China represents a fast emerging area of retail, reaching $3 billion in revenue in 2016. Through the use of PowerPoint slides, I will now talk you through my proposed marketing strategies for this exciting move to one of the Asian capitals.
Marketing strategies. If we start by analysing the first P in product, Costa's current marketing plan for product is to have the best coffee and serve a wide variation of hot beverages in the UK. This plan is perfect, as Costa tend to differentiate and season new flavours by creating new blends of coffee based on current trends. By doing research, we found that in Japanese culture they like to drink tea-based beverages, such as green tea or healthy tea made from different grains. Therefore, Costa would be perfect for the Japanese culture as they can adapt their product slightly to create new beverages, with their focus being on healthy teas. Costa's range of takeaway lunches around the world include a wide range of sandwiches that could easily be adapted to suit the needs of the Japanese people. Costa started selling sushi in some parts of the UK, making this the obvious choice for food options in Japan. By providing quick and healthy food, Costa will be targeting a new range of people, such as businessmen and women who need a quick snack. Costa has a wide presence on social media, with a lot of their advertising distribution being on sites such as Facebook. A statistics on Statista shows that in Japan there are almost 25 million users of Facebook, as well as extremely high numbers of people on other social media platforms. This shows that Costa would need to advertise on social media at first to get the brand out there. However, by being in Japan, they have the chance to advertise the brand on billboards all over densely populated cities such as Tokyo. Furthermore, Coca-Cola buying out Costa means they could easily make that known to the people of Japan, as Coca-Cola is a wide range famous brand, and by doing this they would be fast tracking the awareness that people have on the Costa brand, making it almost well known before opening. To get the opinions on what regular coffee drinkers in the UK thought about quality, I carried out a Survey Monkey, and from the survey I discovered that a lot of regular coffee drinkers were going to Starbucks for good quality coffee. However, a huge number of participants chose Costa for value of money and service. Following on from this research, Costa will need to focus focus on their brilliant service if they were to succeed in Japan. By focusing on healthy teas like I mentioned before, Costa won't always need to provide the best quality coffee, allowing them to stand out through the service they offer. Next, it is crucial to talk about the accessibility when it comes down to operations management. This can entail anything from the speed of service to having the service available in the right locations. In the UK, Costa's current place within the industry is very well worked. The reasoning behind this is that Costa have over 2,420 cafes. However, there are also many express stations across the country. This strategy in Japan will be a good way to rise above the competitors by standing out to customers as well as saving costs on human labour. As we know, Tokyo is a very densely populated area, emphasising how beneficial it would be for Costa to be able to provide a good quality hot drink on a 24/7 basis without the need of staff. I'm going to now show you a quick video to show you how quick and easy it is to get a fresh hot cup of coffee at one of Costa's many express stations. Human resource strategies. Firstly, I discovered that the standard pay for Costa employees in the UK was more than the minimum wage, starting at around £8.20 per hour in pounds. Discovering this emphasised how much Costa value their employees. If they were to move to Japan, Costa would need to carefully consider the living costs in Japan, which after some research it concluded that Japan has a reputation for its high living costs, suggesting that in big cities such as Tokyo, Costa will need to be paying their staff a decent wage to avoid being made to look unethical. Japan's current minimum wage currently stands at an all-time high of around 900 yen, exchanging to roughly 680. This minimum wage to me is exceptionally low if you were to compare this to the living costs, especially in big cities like Tokyo. Due to this, Costa would benefit from paying staff above the minimum wage and keep their wages similar to that of the UK's, meaning that they aren't overspending, however are paying a decent amount on top of the minimum wage, attracting more staff to the job. Furthermore, we can see that Japan has had its success in the world of business, and an online article states that the Japanese have had a phenomenal impact on world markets. Many industries such as electronics, cameras, watches, motorcycles, machine tools, automotive products, shipbuilding, and even some aspects of aerospace are either dominated by Japanese firms or are heavily impacted by them. This suggests that the management style in Japan is very successful and one that should be implemented when starting up there. Looking deeper into Japanese management styles, an article stated that one of the prominent features of Japanese management is the practice of permanent employment, which went on to say that management trainees, traditionally nearly all of whom are men, are recruited directly from colleges. Finding this out opened lots of opportunities for Costa as they can look to expand into the Japanese market. It would be highly beneficial if Costa could set up a management scheme, linking up with local colleges, giving them the best opportunity to employ younger management trainees, therefore being able to train them up specifically for the certain job. The quote also suggested that by moving to Japan they can keep their staff turnover rate low. Entry strategies. When entering Japan, the business will focus on using a greenfield strategy, which will allow Costa a more personalised entry, giving them the chance to start trading on a clean slate. An article suggests that a greenfield strategy is more flexible and that companies are able to tailor the business around the product they provide, which in Costa's case would be to locate in places which are densely populated and more financially stable when entering into the new market. Costa must ensure that working conditions are kept to a good standard, with regular checks to avoid being made to look unethical. Following on from this, to minimise the risk of Costa facing backlash for producing goods in poor working conditions, this report will focus that Costa keep importing the cups and other manufactured products that are essential to sell their product. By doing this, Costa are minimising the amount of staff required to keeping working hours and pay above the standards, as most, if not all the staff will be behind the counter producing the beverages. I discovered that an estimated 1.1 tourists visit Japan each year, making this a huge factor as to why Costa could be a success. My reasoning behind this is that holidaymakers coming from overseas would have probably known about the Costa brand, making it one of their obvious first choices when deciding where to go for a hot drink. This theory will work either way round, as the more tourists leaving Japan to travel overseas will mean more Japanese people discovering how famous the brand is worldwide.
Thank you for listening to my presentation on why I think Costa coffee would be perfect for the Japanese culture. With all this lockdown, I could do with a nice hot cup of coffee. Ooh, thanks man.